everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be on the air. What's going on? Happy almost 4th of July Eve. It feels like it's going to be 4th of July tomorrow. But I guess people are celebrating it tomorrow, sort of. It's the observed holiday, so the banks are all closed. I got paid today because the banks are going to be closed tomorrow. Tonight's my Sunday for you normal people because I have to work the next 6 days, which means this is my last day of live streaming for a couple days. All good. I did like 4 or 5 of these this week, so I'm pretty good. It'd be nice to have a night off from streaming, to be honest with you. I looked around. Bands are not that good. 6 meters is toast. Like literally. Not too much going on HF. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching the Greg K6. Did the same thing yesterday. Same exact thing. I got to move that switch. This guy's new. Let's go and get him. Uh-oh. We got a 6.2 earthquake in Indonesia. Dude, what's up? Who is asking? Who is in the? Is anybody in the chat that was asking about the mast? And I should say Discord chat. What's going on? Do you have an ice? Did you have an ice cream? So I have a fiberglass. I should probably put that as a. You know what, Adam? That's a good idea. I can do that. It just takes a little bit of, I guess, kind of coating. I have to put on something. Anyways, it looked like it was Cam actually asking about a 35-foot fiberglass pole. I have I think it's 32 feet. No, maybe it's 35. I can't remember. I have that in the center section of my setup in the backyard. I don't know. You guys can look at the pre-produced video that I put together. I should probably update it because it's not that current. And then I'm using a fiberglass. I'm using two, not fiberglass. I'm using one fiberglass and two carbon fiber mass. The carbon fiber is a 35-foot one, and I have a second carbon fiber that's 24 feet, and then I have a 30-foot fiberglass mass. Now, the fiberglass one is not doing too well. I'm probably going to take that down here in the next couple weeks. Maybe by the end of the month. It's just churning into powder. Those fiberglass masks are not made to be outside 24/7, and that particular one has been outside since I pretty much maybe 3 months after I got my HF license or my general license. So my temporary setup is pretty temporary. I'm kind of wondering if I should get another fiberglass mass or go with a carbon fiber. The carbon fiber one seems to, I have to take it down every once in a while and kind of tighten everything, because I think the wind sways a little bit with it, but it's done very good. And I think like Cam was asking that she use gaffer or duct tape or something. No, I would not use tape to stabilize it. Tape usually doesn't give. Either a tape gets ripped or it sticks. Tape in the humidity is no good. I use these little cable tie things. A gear tie. I think my local one's out of it. You can get these on Amazon. Whoop, that's not what I was looking for. These things. You can just tie things around. So I just tie up the mast to some poles in my backyard. So that's what I do. I would not suggest taping anything. Maybe for just kind of stabilizing, but not for any type of like heavy weight, because they don't give. You want it to have it sway a little bit. Just like you don't want to build a what's the word I'm looking for? A brick building in an area that has a lot of earthquakes, because it doesn't sway. A wood building, a metal building, they sway a little bit. They have a little bit of sway to them. Same thing with this. If you're going to attach it to something, you want to have a little sway, because it's not like a flagpole where it's the flag. I know this sounds weird, but somebody explained it to me this way. A flag, when it's up, the resistance on it's different from when you have an antenna tied to it, because the antenna is tied to another piece of something else. So it's pulling. And when you have a flag, it's pushing. The wind's pushing it. So it's either pushing it or pulling it. When you're pulling it, you don't have any give. So you don't want to have it taped. I'm just letting you know. Because I tried taping some stuff and it just not so good. KB6DAD. I like that. And I mentioned that too in here. I had a painter's pole at one point. I think because some of those masks are expensive. The only thing with the painter's pole is they're metal. Some of the end ones are metal. I don't know where I put it. Yeah, and they're cheap. I mean, you can get a painter pole for like $20. Yeah. There's no shame, by the way. Because I had somebody email me, oh, you're using a painter's pole? Yeah, I am actually, because it was $20. And it was the only thing I can come up with rather than paying for $200 for a mask that's doing almost exactly the same thing. So just use with what your budget's constraints are, and what will work and what you have available. What's going on? Is it metal? There is a lot of ham radio snobbery. Some people don't have the resources to get those expensive towers and stuff. I get a lot of people, just put up a tower. Well, that's expensive. I don't have space. I don't want to spend that much money on that. I mean, I probably have the money for it, but is it going to be that big of a deal? It might. It's a hobby. It's not like I don't know, you get the people with the boats. Oh, you got to have this big old boat. You got to have this. And then, it sits for a couple weeks at a time. It's just not you're not using as much. I like my little setup. I can move it and tweak it, whatever I want to do with it. What is this? So do what you can. There is a lot of ham radio snobbery out there. Some people got a ton of resources. And a lot of know-how. I don't have a lot of know-how, and maybe I don't want to put as much money into it. I have a really good radio. I spent a lot of money on the cable, on coax. I overkilled my coax, overkilled my radio. And I don't have that good of an antenna, but I got a good enough antenna that I've talked all the way around the world with 100 watts. So I'm pretty happy. So do with what you have. That's unfortunate. He's just moving away there. Yeah, you're right. Is Vegas going to be busy this weekend? Did you see the Thunderbirds fly over the other day? What's going on, Sean? I thought you'd for sure be out camping or something. Aren't they cool? I'm more of a Thunderbird or a Blue Angel guy because my dad was in the Navy, but I do like both of them. They're both pretty amazing. Next week, POTA maybe. I'm getting a lot of noise here. Getting some new contacts in here. I'm county hunting right now. I have Beaver County. I don't have this county. Yeah, I know. I would like to at some point. I was answering that. You know, back in the day, I don't live awful too far away from March Air Force Base. Every once in a while, we used to get a stray jet when they used to have fighter jets based there. I think actually they still have a couple. I think the California Air Guard's there or something. We might get some thunderstorms here on I almost said Christmas, on 4th of July. Anybody see that? Those people climbed that tower yesterday there in New York City? I don't know why this isn't set up to see my spots anymore. I have to go in there and change some stuff. Let's do. Where's my spots at? Where's my spots? I want spots. I think that time is wrong too. The time is wrong. No. What's up, Ted? Nice to see you in there. Yep, March Air Force Base is in Riverside. Riverside's fairly close to us, or me. I think it's, I don't know, 20 miles? What, in an airplane? I mean, that's what, a minute? They generally didn't fly over, but every once in a while we'd get a stray. Wow, that's pretty cool. I know they do that in the Camp Pendleton area. So people in South Orange County here locally, they can they hear that stuff. You have not missed anything good. In fact, it's probably going to be pretty quiet of a live stream. I won't be on too late tonight because I know tomorrow's going to be a long day, probably about 12 hours. And then I am working on 4th of July. I'm going to barbecue and stuff before I leave for work. I don't have to be there till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then I have to be back at work early on Sunday, and I'm working Sunday night. So I got a long day. It's a stupid network show. Tony, it was good in Europe last night. Worldwide awards, stations all over. Sweet. 10 p.m. I was in bed by... Actually, that's not true. I started late and I ended late last night. And by the way, I did get a notification from YouTube Studio today. I have my earnings off, but I did I didn't get a strike, but I got a X. I don't know how I can show this without showing too much. I'm not earning anyways, but someone complained. I don't know if you can see there, claim content was forced in or found in this video. I don't earn anything anyways. As long as I didn't get a strike, I'm happy with it. So I got to be careful of what I do. I think it was from when I played Everyday Astronaut by mistake. Colin, I'm blaming you. I thought it was a UAL feed. No fake awards from YouTube, by the way. Back in 1942 cruise of the Doolittle rated and trained England Air Force Base. Thanks, I appreciate it. I know it's late back there. It's I don't know, 10 o'clock or so. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you, dude. I've got some audio questions for you, though. You're not linear audio recording for filming the stage and theaters. All right, here we go. Helping my kid get a yeah, I don't do too much film stuff. We call that bag work or documentary work. But I mean, audio is audio. A lot of that stuff, you're laying multiple tracks down with time code and everything else. I know exactly when they did it, and it was from the Everyday Astronaut. They're the ones that ding me. It's on the alert. It gave me the timestamp. Unfortunately, as soon as I realized, I'm like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be doing this. So what do you got for me, Jason? Time coding tracking, cool with. So, all right. There's a couple different things. There's a couple different ways of doing this. So you want to create a wider pattern, and you also want to create you want to hear individual people. Actually, there's a video out from Dallas something or other. They do a behind the scenes thing of either Let's Make a Deal or Price is Right or one of those. It's a prime example, and I was actually just going to mention this. So when you want to, so there's a difference between getting, like, if I'm at a stadium, I'm getting crowd and audience. Audience and crowd are two different things. So like you're like doing an orchestra. I don't think of that as a crowd. That's an audience. They're part of the show. So you want to mic as many of them as you can. And you really don't really need to worry about phase cancellation so much because, and explain why. Phase cancellation only really happens like if I have, let's say I have two RE27s pointed right at me and there's something's not in phase correctly and I'm trying to get the same thing. So when you're micing an audience, there's like different ways to mic it. There's zones of it. So you want to get like a full range of like everybody. So you set out a couple shotgun mics, like 4, depending on how many, let's say there's 50 people. Whatever, 50 people in the audience. You set out, you hang a couple pointed, like 416s. They're mid-level shotguns. They're about 9-10 inches long. They're directional, which means the grill is out of phase with the rest of the front. They're very directional, very good microphones, solid German-made Sennheiser 416s. So you put out between 8 and 10 of those, hang those down, and that will get you like the wider clapping and woo sound. And you also, like if you used to listen to comedy shows, there was a guy, he basically made the sound of comedy shows. His name was Ed Green. Ed Green was a very famous dude. He mixed a lot of live shows like the Emmys, the Oscars, all those like specialty live shows. He did those for like 25 years. Very famous dude. He did a bunch of TV shows. You could probably look him up on the IMDb. And let me explain here. So now you got the hanging mics, and that gets the overall crowd. Then you want to put out some sort of condenser, lavalier type mics, tram, something like that. You put those in front of the seats, like facing the people that are in the seats from the second row back. Put out between probably 8 to 12 of those spread out. Here's a couple things with that you got to really think about as leveling. A lot of guys, there's a couple different things to use for leveling. Ed Green was famous for this, and there was another guy, and I'm spacing on his name because he helped me out a lot, and I worked with him quite a bit, and I'm drawing a blank to his name. It will come to me in a few minutes. He's since, actually, both of them since passed away. You basically want to pan all those around, and you want to have those things leveled, but not compressed, because compressed clapping just sounds like somebody slamming your head into your ear. It's a very unnatural sound. So you want to have it leveled without hearing the leveling going on. So they have a piece of gear that Aphex sells, Ed Green. Ed Green. So they have an Aphex compeller. So what Ed, and I'm spacing on the other guy's name because Evan Edelman. You could look him up on IMDb as well because he did the first couple years of Dancing with the Stars. They put each individual one of these mics. They took an insert out, which you'll see on my cheap board compared to the soundboards they were using. There's something called an insert point, which you see here, which actually I have mine off actually. That should sound a little bit different. So they take that insert out and they put it into this piece of gear Aphex sells called a compeller. Now this compeller thing, and all those different microphones between the 16, 18 amount I just mentioned, they all have each individual leveled audience mic into this compeller. Now a compeller generally it's a rack unit, has two in and outs. They can couple together a stereo, but he ran them independently and he made them get like 20 of these things. So he had 40 channels of compellers. Literally one of the TV trucks, I'm trying to think of the name of it, had racks of them up above. I remember looking at them and I'm like, wow, that is a lot of compellers. I've only seen them being used once. I don't know so the digital one, the D is for, it does AES, I think. This is back in the analog days. So he would take these things in, these mics, and he would listen. So they would do a rehearsal, and he would spend the whole entire rehearsal listening to each individual one of these mics and setting the levels and EQs for them. And this is way before they had any digital spectrum scopes that you can look at individual frequencies and notch stuff out. I have to look here. See, this is him right here. He even has a Wikipedia page. Wow. He was the nicest guy, too. I worked with him. I did a couple Rose Parades with him. But this is the guy right here. He's in my local here. Super nice guy. So, I don't know if you look at Ed Green. So, it's with an E at the end. So, this guy would spend, like, the entire rehearsal. And he did this for the Oscars, the Academy Awards, the SAG Awards. He would hide mics like on railings and everything. He would go in there and like each individually EQ. He'd spend like 2 or 3 hours during just a rehearsal, just setting audience mics because they're part of the show. He brought that feeling of you. It feels like you're in the room when you watch some of these shows. You don't hear that sound anymore like that anymore, folks. Just to let you know. So he would go ahead and do that. Now, I didn't learn that necessarily thing from him. Evan Edelman that worked underneath him, he was his truck aide too, and I think he ended up mixing a couple of Emmy Award shows. I remember particularly we had a lunch that neither of us wanted to eat because it was like a Mediterranean dish on one of our rehearsal days when I was working an award show for E, which is just a little red carpet show. And we had an entertainment truck, and normally we get sports trucks, which they're just set up different. And this entertainment truck had, I don't know, 10 of those compeller things. So I'm like, Evan, how do these things work? Because I never see any of the sports guys use them. And he just turned and grinned at me. He's like, well, because nobody knows how to set them. So I'm like, what do you put tone in them and go back and forth and yada, yada, yada. And he just kind of just, no, you got to listen. Because every mic has different characteristic and every mic is listening to something different. So he spent the whole hour. We just kind of ate chips and drank I think he had Diet Coke or something. And he explained to me the physics involved and how the frequencies go in and how the algorithm goes. I think it's like a multi-band, multi-limiter, leveler, and compressor, but you don't hear it working because there's like some phasing going on. This goes to back to your first question about the phasing. And what Evan just mentioned about each microphone's looking at something different. So you have all those microphones, they're in a big room, they're all listening to different things. So you're setting the level appropriate for the thing in front of you. So you don't get the phasing effect. Because it's picking that particular piece of gear, or just pick out that sound that you want because you set that level for it, and then it will push it up into like the shelf. So you get 18 of those mics, and it just sounds like laughing and stuff. I think he worked on Three's Company too. So if you watch one of those sitcoms and you hear like individual laugh, clap out of like one ear or something, or one speaker, that's how you kind of get that feeling if you're like in the studio, and you don't get that anymore. So that's kind of how that happens. It's not necessarily about phasing. It's making sure you have the levels right. And you can at 0.2 microphones, and they're trying to do the same thing. You don't want them to do the same thing. You want them to do different things. So that's I guess the best way I can answer that answer that question for you. Sorry for the long answer, but it was very cool to talk to those two folks. And I got a good story about Ed Green. So I was working with another guy, which is still around. I don't want to say his name, but we were taking feeds from Ed Green. Ed Green was mixing the NBC side of the Rose Parade. Back then, everybody broadcast the Rose Parade. It was probably excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'll get to your question in a second, but I want to tell you the story. So, we're tired. We're there at like 3 o'clock in the morning. NBC was on from like 8 to like 9:30. And I can't remember what feed we were working, but we were on till 10. So at 9:45, my A1 calls me. He's like, hey, go to the NBC truck, talk to Ed, because we're losing all of our feeds. I'm like, what? So I'm like, I'm scared of this guy. Even though I talked to him, he's super nice. I'm scared. So I walk in there, and he's got a bunch of patch cables in his hand, and he looks at me, and then he realized why I was in there. He's like, damn, you're still on the air. He's like, I just pulled you off the air. And he just looked down. I'm like, can you plug us back in, please, Ed? And he was just particularly, and the person on the radio that I was working with is like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm in here with Ed. He made a mistake. And I hear the radio key up. Quiet. I could hear screaming in the background. Copy. So even experts make mistakes. So opposite though, how you use additional mics to cancel the audience pickup. So how do you use additional microphones to cancel? You're not really canceling out stuff. You're focusing on different stuff, and that in itself cancels out what you assume by canceling out other mics. Does that make sense? It wouldn't necessarily make them quieter. It all has to do with what levels you have it set. No, phase array. No, You're getting into like RF where your phase array is like this, like a no. So the other added thing, Jason, which a lot of people don't think about too, is there's microphones there's PA speakers right above those microphones. So you got to work with a house PA guy to EQ out, so you're not getting echo, reverb. You're not hearing the PA mics through the audience mics. So there's a lot to be done, a lot of isolation, gating, everything else. Phase array, you're talking about a Starlink dish. I don't even want to go there. I do understand the theory on it, though. Yes, we have heard stuff like this. Stuff we used to, all those audience mics used to go into what they call, I think, a DA88. They had a guy that just sat there and recorded everything. Yeah, and there, there's all kinds of other tricks, aerial exciters, everything else to phase out some of the PA noise. So here's another thing, and using Evan Edelman's theory on how the compeller works. So we're at Dodger Stadium, and the other person that I'm talking about is actually working the game right now. He had bought he's an A1. He had bought a compeller, and he's like, yeah, I want to mess with this thing. I heard these things are the shit, right? And I go, yeah, they are. They're awesome, but no one knows how to use them. He's like, I don't know how to use one. And I go, oh, Evan Edelman showed me how to use it. I go, I could probably notch out the PA. He's like, what? I go, yeah, I could probably notch out the PA. Right? Because it's a leveler. So at Dodger Stadium, it's not a zone stadium where you have a bunch of speakers around the stadium. They have a stack in the outfield like it would be at a concert. So where our bat microphones are at, they're pointed at the field, also pointed right at the speaker rack that's in the outfield. That's 450 feet away, whatever. So what happens is it gets quiet during the game, and then in between pitches, they blast the PA. Well, if you got a bunch of microphones pointed over there, that's not a good thing. You're constantly riding the faders and whatever. You got all the other microphones that are in different places in the stadium, and it's creating an echo. Then you bring up the PA mic, PA feed, and it's delayed because of the delay with the speaker rack being 450 feet away, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but sound travels at a certain speed, and the microphones are far away from the speakers enough for it to be a delay. So a lot of problems with that. Just bring in the compeller. So what the compeller does, it levels. So you got microphones that are pointed at the field. This is the way I explain to them. All these microphones are pointed at the field. PA coming at it. You want to pick up the stuff on the field. The bat crack, the mic hitting the mitt at home plate, stuff going on at first base, feet hitting the ground, running to first base. So you have mics pointed everywhere. So that particular day, that person wasn't mixing. So he brought this compeller in, and I'm like, I'll show you how Evan showed me how to level this thing out if you want to notch out a loud sound. So once again, you can't just put tone through the thing. You have to listen for it. So what I did is I cranked the input, because there's an input gain, there's a density, and then like an output level or whatever. So I cranked the input gain. I listened for the tone, and as soon as the tone hit, I started ranging the density down, and I turned the output level down. And then I showed them where you see the meters moving. You hear the PA, but it's not blasting over what's going on in the stadium. So all of a sudden, it takes all that stadium noise, including what's going on in the field, brings it up, and then notches the PA down and matches with it. So you're not fighting that level back and forth. So now the PA noise is mixing with the field noise versus the PA overriding all the field noise, and you're having to jack down the fader because of the PA noise, and then you're losing the noise on the field. So it's a pretty, I don't know how it works. They don't even actually sell, it's so patent, they don't even sell plugins for the Aphex compeller. It's pretty amazing. They still sell them new to this day. So anyways, that's best way I can describe the processing in it. Yes, I thought there was a density, and maybe it's balance processing. You know what? I'm looking at this other Aphex. So I have an Aphex Dominator 2 that I think I was referring to, but which does very similar, but that's more of a peak limiting thing, and it has compressors in it versus leveling. But those things are like magic. But you have a bunch of those together, and they take care of all the phasing for you and everything. It's great. But live audio and like recorded audio, man, they're two different things. Because you can fix a lot of stuff. Live audio, you cannot fix it. You get one shot. And those guys that sit in the truck, that's a lot of shit to deal with because you're dealing with delays now. You're getting feeds in from different trucks. You're getting feeds in from different sources. You got stuff that's illuminated on the field that's getting processed and getting delayed by a certain amount of frames. There's all kinds of weird stuff. And then they have to roll back playbacks in real time. That can't be delayed, but it has to match with the 2110 truck that you're getting the camera feed from that's up converted or down converted 2.5 frames. So a lot of stuff going on with that. Hope you guys didn't get scared there. Yeah, like I said, recording is a whole different deal. And it's really a science. And now with all this digital stuff, like you could be standing in a room with audio, like music being blasted, record the audio from it, then hit a button on some software, and it will take out all the music and keep the voices as clear as day. Like, I don't. Yeah. That's stuff you generally won't learn out of school. I spend a lot of time asking these guys, even though I don't do a lot of it, just so I want to know for myself. Because some of these guys are incredible. And I don't think that some of these networks and some of these scheduling companies, how important some of these people that sit in the truck are, they take a lot of those guys for granted. And girls, ladies, because there's a couple ladies out there that are A1s that are very good. So it just kind of shocking to me because there's a lot of stuff you need to know. And we had a guy, super nice guy, really good audio guy. I looked him up. I don't want to say his name. He wanted to try to do some sports. I talked to him for like an hour before the day before. I said, hey, this is where you want to be. I go, we have timelines. We have to meet. You have to meet when we're doing live audio. You got to meet these deadlines. There is no way that you cannot push through these deadlines. You have to meet them. And he did. He wasn't ready because he was messing with other stuff. Even though I told him, I go, you want to be done with this by this time. You want to be done by this time. And you want to have this set up. I look over and he's playing with the EQ on something he can do during the game. And he failed miserably, which was sad because he was a really good dude, very nice guy, but they probably will never let him in a truck again. He got eaten alive. You cannot make mistakes on a live show. There's some crazy ones. There's another guy, Andy Strawberg. He was a little crazy. He just passed away a couple months ago. He had a little different way of doing things, I guess is the nice way of saying it. It wasn't the wrong, but his brain articulated stuff a lot differently than a lot of other people. So he did stuff in different ways. He does stuff for himself, which is fine. So towards the end of he retired and came back, and he had some medical issues. And I have no problem with this. I'll go and sit inside the truck with those guys so they can go use the restroom, urinate, whatever they need to do. Get a breath of fresh air, because sometimes you need that on a 3-4 hour game. So I sat in there, and he had nothing labeled. None of his faders. Now, if you see, I just have a little tiny board. I have everything labeled. Let me even get rid of this. I even have my auxes labeled up here. I have them written down somewhere else, but I have everything labeled. I know where everything is. Like, this is my monitor out. This is my main out. This is different inputs here. This is, whatever else, right? So I go and sit in the truck, and they're calling for music. Number one, I don't know what music to play, because it's this big old giant screen that has like 40 different cuts on there. And some of them are open. Some of them are obituary music, like when someone dies. So I don't want to hit obituary music when some dude just hits a home run going to break. Right? So I just like, you know what? I rather not have any music and go with that anyway. So the reason why I'm saying this is he had a different way of approach, and he taught me a lot about communications. Communications and audio go hand in hand. That basically, like a comms thing is like a big giant audio router. And so he was really good at that. They can visualize. Well, also, some of the guys, so for me, I'm basically like a monitor guy. I have to tell, and things change in sound when you go to headphones. And you're basically mixing blind when you're mixing an IFB mix. Like it'd be like a monitor mix. You're depending on the guy going, I need more drum. I need more myself. I need more of that guy. Well, during a live show, the talent wants to get their headset on and just go. They don't want to worry about, oh, I need more of this guy. I need more of this guy. So in my calendar here, I memorize kind of what these guys like the Giants guys. They wear this kind of, one of the guys wear a funky microphone, like a Countryman, which sounds horrible on the air, but he likes wearing it because he's comfortable with it, which is fine. He's a little bit older. He likes to hear a lot of himself and not a lot of everything else, and a little bit of the color commentator. The other guy is opposite. He likes to hear a lot of the other guy and a little bit low of everything else, and he wants to hear effects on the ground. So you got to kind of remember what these folks want. And I usually, after years, I start to realize what they kind of like. And in my calendar, there's a notes section. I'll just put, hey, this guy likes effects. This guy likes this. This guy likes that. One guy doesn't complain. I'd say probably 50% of them don't say a word to me, which that means I had a great day. If they usually complain about something, that's not good. So I have to try to talk the A1 into what they want to listen to. Which is difficult because then I have to memorize oh, this sounds a little bit tinty, or that tape machine sounds off, or I'm hearing tone. Well, you shouldn't be hearing tone. Well, I hear tone. So he goes to his console. Oh, I have something on pre-fade. Sorry. Almost dark. And it's 8:28 here in Southern California. The first day we can start lighting off fireworks here. You got a POTA. Jason, I hope that helps you out. I think we've all been pre-faded before. Let me see if I can pull up. Oops, this. You know what? I'll put this up. This gives this a little more aesthetic. Yeah, here's some more stuff on Ed Green here. Look at all the old stuff in there. Yeah, so it's very... Oh, look, there goes Andy Strawberg. That's the other guy I was talking about. Isn't that something? So let me go back to here. That is interesting. I can't play this. I've actually talked to this guy once. I didn't realize I know who he was. I'm going to put this in the chat. So check this out. This gives you a little bit. There's a couple different in the series of videos on that. I hope I explained it right, because me explaining stuff and like there's stuff in my head sometimes I skip by. If that makes sense when you're trying to explain something, just because there's so much in there. It's Territory Day. What? So is that like Australian Day? Is that your Independence Day? What? When's your 4th of July? We had Canada's yesterday. Okay, good. Because there's also a lot of stuff, like if I had the gear, I would be able to explain a little more. And those mics are getting recorded individually and getting laid on other tracks for international things and all kinds of stuff. Let's see how this goes. And I was lucky enough to be, you know, when I started, you know, I had to learn all the analog stuff. All the analog, like frequency agile RF stuff. I had to deal with all that crap. And then now everything's changing to digital. And a lot of the digital stuff, if you guys know, it's just different. And it sounds different. And you have to massage it differently. This is not looking good. So it's a tough learning curve. Like we're at least the A2 world that I'm living in. A lot of stuff's changing over into IP based stuff. A lot of the troubleshootings definitely have changed. So we just plug into like a rack and it's gone. Gone. We have no say so. And now some of the RF stuff, like the Shure stuff, Axient, I think it's called, it has Dante outs and you can control the units. So somebody else can control it somewhere, not even in the facility. It's pretty wild. It's also kind of bad in some ways because it takes somebody out of the loop. It's the same guys yesterday. Thank you very much. Damn it. He's got a good voice. I know I'm out of band. I know I'm out of band. Is this Tony? Do you guys think this is Tony? Okay, cool. No problem, Jason. I love doing audio, and it's very cool that I get to play with very expensive toys that are not mine. I know you hear about me wanting to retire. The only reason why I'd want to do that is because I am sick and tired of commuting. Sitting in my car 2-3 hours a day drives me nuts. I got North Carolina last night, right?
Charlie, 5-9 tonight here in South Carolina.
Thank you, Todd. A lot of people don't realize some of these audio guys they're just a part of the show. Is the actors, the technical directors, the video people that make things, because they make you feel like you're in the room. It's pretty amazing.
Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 2 Lima.
Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India.
Kilo Mike Station.
Did I get him last night?
Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India.
Uh-oh.
Kilo Mike 7 Kilo Delta Lima.
I don't think you got that right.
Stand by Alpha Kilo Charlie. I'll get you next. Stand by Alpha Kilo Charlie. Give me 1 second here with this other station. It's Kilo Mike 7 station again.
Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India. Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India.
That's what I try to make the audio sound as good as possible on this. Because you can tell when something doesn't sound right. They don't know what it is, but they just know it doesn't sound right.
India.
I'm glad I'm not the only guy that messes up call signs. Got Kuwait. Nice.
I apologize for that. My cat has unplugged my headphones. One more time. Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta Lima. Lawrence, is that you?
Echo Delta India.
There we go.
India.
Oh, wait, that's the other guy.
India. Echo Delta India. Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India.
Yeah.
Roger. I've got you at about
We always we're like the bastard
India.
stepchild of things.
All right, my friend. I copy the 5-7. Call it that most ways, and we've got it in the log, my friend. Kilo Mike 7 Echo Delta India, right?
Roger. Where are you at?
Come on. Look, you have QRZ?
All right, Nathan, I got it. Thanks, my friend, from Montana. I got it in the log. Sorry for the trouble there, and until next time, 7-3.
7-3.
Kilo 2 Lima. I had a little hiccup there with the log, and I got it straightened out now. QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Whiskey Mike 5 November.
Whiskey Mike 5 November 5-9 South Carolina.
Kilo 5-9 Houston, Texas.
Thanks, Shereen, for checking in tonight, and all the best to you till next time. 7-3. This is Kilo 2 Lima. Calling QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Okay, everybody's singing the same note right now. Let's spread them out a little bit, and I'll try to make some notes and just pick out partials. Let's go again one more time. I got a lot of you.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
India 5, Whiskey Tango. Okay, let's see here. I got 4 little partials there. Whiskey Tango first.
Hey, Joe.
India 5, Whiskey Tango. India 5, Whiskey Tango, 5-9 here in the South Carolina, Joe. Roger that, you're 5-9 in Texas. USL, thanks for checking in, and this year we also talked last year about this same time, in contest and everything, so thanks for being an active participant. All the best, 7-3, my friend. Let's see here, the next partial that I had, I had something with a 7 in it, 7 only. November 7 Kilo Charlie, come again. I got it, David. Thanks for helping me out with that one. I got you also 5-9 by yourself here in South Carolina. Thanks for making the trip, and all the best. Till next time, 7-3. Okay, Kilo 5, stand by. The Union Radio 4, come on now. Okay, Union Radio 4, Lima Victoria, QSL. I got you 5-7 here as well, South Carolina.
This might be hard. I may not be able to get in.
I got it, my friend. Thanks for working us tonight in 73. This is Kilo 2 Lima. I'm looking for Kilo 5, no Bravo Kilo next. You still with me? Thank you, Robert, for checking in. Call it 5-9 both ways. Thanks for being patient with me there. That guy was from Ukraine. I didn't know if you could hear him, but I think I got his call sign right. And all the best to you, Robert.
It's coming up.
Thank you, my friend. I volunteered to do this all week. This is what I'd rather do than about anything. So thanks for being one of them in
That's
my
pretty
life.
cool.
7-3, my friend. Hey, let's call November 5, Alpha Juliet Yankee.
He didn't even call QRZ yet.
Okay, I got 4 sets of parcels here. Let's try the Kilo Delta first. Got it. Kilo Delta 6, Nancy Sugar America, Larry 5-9, South Carolina. Thank you, my friend. All the best. In 7-3, let's see. Next let's see where I wrote all my notes down at. Is there the Alpha Juliet Yankee? Yeah, November 5, Alpha Juliet Yankee, QSL.
Yeah, I also don't like to be rude.
Juliet Yankee, I got you 5-9, Anthony here.
A little protocol I try to use.
I got you 5-9 over here in Oklahoma.
Like an 8-year-old trying to
Thanks for checking in
get in the
tonight, and all the
conversation.
best. Until next time, 7-3. Next I had a Quebec Yankee Alpha, something like that. Whiskey Baker 5, Quebec, November.
Joe stole my spot earlier. Whiskey Tango.
That's what I'm looking for. Whiskey Baker 5, Quebec, November Alpha. David 5-9 here in the South Carolina. QSL, you're 5-9 plus 15 here into Texas, Austin, Texas. My name is David. Thank you, my friend, and I'll say all the best to you in 7-3, and I'll move on to, there was one with Alpha. This may be a little bit tricky with me, but if you had Alpha in that last call, give me another try.
I'm close to Alpha.
Alpha Kilo 6, Sierra Tango, 5-9.
Working West Coast.
Thank you, Christian, for trying us out tonight, and thanks for working us. 7-3, my friend. Until next time.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, I had somebody tuning on me there. I got a Kilo Fox 0 first. Got you that time, Kilo Fox 0, Uniform Papa Juliet, Robert 5-9 here in the South Carolina. Thanks for working us tonight. I'll say all the best to you till next time. 7-3, next I have Quebec, India, or something like that. I got you that time, Lloyd. I got you 5-9 that time here to South Carolina, and thanks for working us tonight. 7-3, my friend. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, the Kilo Mike 7, come on in. 5-7 both ways, John. I got you nice signal here in the South Carolina from Utah, and I got you in my log.
Why? For a soccer game?
Say all the best till next time. 7-3. And next I had an Alpha Fox 7. Alpha Fox 7.
Alpha Foxtrot 7, Yankee Zulu.
Alpha Fox 7, Yankee Zulu, 5-9 calling here in the South Carolina.
Well, 5-9 also in Idaho, India Delta.
friend. Thanks for working us from Idaho, and all the best. 7-3, this is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, 13 Colonies, QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Oh, that one all ran together. Let's try the first kilos.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 0, Bravo Fox. I got you 5-9, Dustin here to South Carolina.
Hey, 5-9 plus here to Colorado. I'm calling you. 73s. Catch you later.
Thank you, my friend. All the best. 73. Hey, come back there, Kilo 0 again. I just deleted your call. Come again one more time.
Kilo 0, Bravo Foxtrot.
Kilo 0 only again. Kilo 0, Bravo Fox.
Yep, you got it. Roger, roger.
I got it in the log that time, Dustin. Thanks, 7-3.
73.
This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, QRZ.
Kilo X-ray 5.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
This is Kilo Delta 3 Echo.
Yeah, Kilo India 5, Mike Uniform Whiskey. I had you 5-9 that time to South Carolina. USL, I got it, John. I corrected it as you said it.
Starting to
there.
lose.
Kilo India 5, Mike Uniform Victor, 5-9 that time, South Carolina.
Me too.
Hey, my friends. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina, 13 Colonies, QRZ. Kilo Whiskey, Kilo 5 Hotel.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Okay, the Romeo Whiskey Station.
Kilo X-ray 5 Romeo Whiskey is 59
Hey, he sounds good.
Kilo X-ray 5 Romeo Whiskey, copy the 5-9 Oklahoma run, and also 5-9 here in South Carolina. Checking with us tonight, and all the best. 7-3 till next time.
73.
Was there something with Delta Echo in there?
Kilo Delta 3 Echo. Kilo Delta 3 Echo.
Delta 3.
I'm about ready to move. I'm going to try a couple more times and then I'm out. How does that sound?
5-9 single X-ray. Thanks a lot. 7-3.
My friend, all the best. 7-3. Let's try that again. This is Kilo 2 Lima, South Carolina. I'm not hoping everybody that I can hear. I'll work you in order. Let's go.
Kilo 5 Hotel.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I heard you in there, Brian.
All right, let's see here if we can work this out. I got a Zulu Bravo Tango. Come now.
All right. I heard you in there, Brian. Band's starting to drop on me here. I don't know what the deal is with that. Must be going into total darkness. You sounded pretty good here, dude. Oh, lovely. Do you want to try for a contact there, Whiskey Kilo 5 Hotel? Even though I want to get at least one contact in here tonight.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
I heard you, Dustin. Booming through here.
You are way delayed tonight.
Oh?
Yeah, your latency usually is pretty on it, but yeah, you've got almost 3-4 seconds.
Let me just take a look. I'm putting you in the log, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're booming now that I've got the beam pointed back out. Yeah, out to ya. How's things going out there in California tonight?
Good. You're fading in and out there.
Yeah, it's definitely changing. I think Colin's right. I think we do have some aurora.
So I'm only seeing 2-second delay here, latency right now. That's right on par with normal.
Let me refresh mine then.
You can always go to the stats for nerds there and see where it's getting delayed.
Yeah, let's see if that helped. We just had a big thunderstorm go by too.
With satellite, that shouldn't matter, right?
Well, I have found it's kind of like Dish Network. Let me mute that. Yeah, in fact, now your latency is actually better than 2 seconds. But no, it's just like Dish Network. You know, when the big thunderstorm would go by and it would block the signal out. Same thing with our Starlink. It gets blocked out.
Crap, that reminded me. I wanted to update my Starlink today. I'm going to go do that after I get off the live stream. Because you got to do that every once in a while if you don't keep it plugged in.
You got to, man. I've heard some horror stories about it. So, yeah, go get it updated. And, yeah, good hearing from you, man. The band is starting to get scratchy. So call CQ before it completely goes out. And we'll get you on the logbook. K6EGG, K0BF.
Copy that. Thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy your Starlink there. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. Anybody else out there?
Victor Alpha 7, Delta November, Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 7 Delta November Whiskey. Is that a QSL?
Roger that one. 250 miles north. City of Vancouver, Star of Alaska, Highway.
Copy that, and up in Vancouver, up there in BC. Happy belated Canada Day for you. Good to get you the logbook again. Looks like we talked about almost 2 years ago to the day. Got a nice rack there. I'm looking at on the QRZ.com profile there, Jeffrey.
No, Roger. Yeah, I'm having trouble copying it here now. You dropped down to about a 3.5 and
I threw that in there.
And back and,
Someone caught it.
Got a QSB going on here right now, so very difficult copying. So it's been a couple of years since I talked to you then.
Yeah, copy that. You're starting to fade on me. It's starting a little bit. You sound a little bit muffled, but I appreciate the contact. I got you the logbook again for our second time, so I appreciate it, Jeffrey, and good luck with the band tonight.
Yeah, Roger. Could I have your call sign once again, please, Flo, for my 85-year-old ears? And I'll say...
He sounds pretty good for 85.
For the QSL.
Absolutely. You sound great for 85. The call letters are Kilo 6 Echo Germany.
Well, I got the Kilo and something 6 and an Echo, and that's all I got.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Kilo Echo 6 Golf. Roger.
No echo in there. It's just Kilo 6 Echo Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf. Roger.
QSL.
Roger. 73.
73. QRZ. Did I hear a Victor Echo 7 station in there? Try again. No copy of that last one. Try again in a few minutes, hopefully. The band's kind of starting to drop here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Whiskey Kilo 5 Hotel. I heard another station in there. Brian, you're 5959 here in California.
Thanks, man. You're taking some ups and downs, but you're still a solid copy over here in West Texas. So, yeah, man, thanks for all the audio talk tonight. That was amazing.
Sorry, and if I hope I didn't overstep my boundaries there and talked a little too much, but appreciate the contact. This is our first one this year, so I hope you put it in the logbook.
Yeah, sorry, you took a little bit of a fade there. I'm going to go ahead and say 7-3s, man. Good contact. Hopefully we'll catch again when the bands are a little better. 7-3s, man. Thanks again.
7-3 there, Brian. Got you in the logbook. QRZ.
Delta, Echo, November.
Delta.
Ending in Charlie Delta.
Alpha Juliet 7 Charlie Delta.
Alpha Juliet 7 Charlie Delta. Tonight, you're not as strong as you normally am. I'm going to give you a 51-5-1, but you broke that little mini pileup. Got you in the logbook.
Great. I've got you here at 5-9 with the Whiskey Alpha return. 25th contact.
Excellent. I see 14. Do you do FT8 too?
Yes, sir.
It's probably the other ones there. So good to get you the logbook, and 7-3, QRZ.
Delta, Echo, November.
Something ending in November?
Yeah, November 7, Delta, Echo, November.
November 7, Delta, Echo, November. You're 5-9, 59 here in the Southern California.
Roger, Roger, my friend. You're 5-9 into Cheyenne, Wyoming there, Roger.
Copy the 5-9 to Cheyenne. Looks like our first contact. I got you in Logbook the World, QRZ, and Club Log. Appreciate the contact, Dennis.
Yeah, okay, buddy. 7-3s. Good luck today. See you.
7-3, QRZ.
Mike India Mobile.
Mike India Mobile, go ahead.
Whiskey 5, Echo, Mike India, you're 59 into Texas. QSL?
Would that be Jack there in Texas?
QSL.
Whiskey 5, Echo Mike India, you're 5-9 doing your mobile thing. Great signal into Southern California.
Wonderful, great. It's very simple, and I'm glad it's working well. Thank you for the call.
Copy that. I appreciate it, Jack. Thanks for being patient. I think I heard you in there a couple times. You punched through that last time, and I appreciate it. 7-3.
73, have a good one.
QRZ. Anybody else? This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles, where there's a lot of traffic tonight. Once again, this is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 20 meters.
I may have to go here in a little bit because I got to go put that Starlink dish in. Bands are starting to drop anyways.
Going to try one more time here. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles, also live streaming on YouTube.
There's 40 of you folks watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Much will be appreciated tonight. Hopefully I won't get popped from YouTube again.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, about 40 miles east of Los Angeles, California. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Anybody else here on the 20 meter band before we get nailed with that Aurora?
What'd you get popped on YouTube for?
I played Everyday Astronaut or something like that yesterday by mistake, thanks to Colin.
Oh, gotcha. And there's a Kilo India 7 station called you.
There's also underwear and panties, too.
Underwear and panty?
Is it one or two?
No, you should find the other person, too, if there's another person out there.
Another underwear and panty?
You said there was a 7 station.
7 station, go ahead. I can't hear him. Can you hear him, Dustin?
The Kilo India 7 station. The 7 station. Is there a 7 station? He turned the VFO and moved on.
There was Victor Echo 7 station, but he kept on dropping. Maybe he gave up. I'm about ready to give up. I'm going to try one more time. I got to update that Starlink dish before it goes into nothingness. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. I think the band's eating up our signal.
Absolutely not, man. You're blasting in here, and Matt was too. Hey, did you see what landed in Denver today?
No.
They had a UFO.
What?
Yeah. KDEN in collaborations with Flight Radar 24 and in coordination with World UFO Day, they had a UFO land in Denver today.
Well, they spoofed the tracking on it?
Yeah, went from Area 51, circled Roswell, put a big old X over to Roswell, and then flew over to KDEN and picked up the lizard people in the tunnel.
That's awesome, man. I like that they do that.
Shortly after that, the big A380 landed, the big old double-decker from Germany.
I gotta say, I rode one of those A380s, and those things, actually I rode two of them. Those things are awesome. They're super quiet inside.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't ridden on one, but I've heard that they are an amazing aircraft. So,
Where are you going?
Go check it out after you get offline. You'll see KDEN posted, I think, on X about the alien aircraft landing on the runway today.
That is so cool, man.
I love hearing that stuff. It reminds me when I don't know if you saw when the Artemis II crew they landed the helicopters on the deck of that Navy ship. Someone put up a blow up green alien in the window. They were laughing at it.
Yeah, I saw that when they came in and got off when the helicopters landed on that ship, and the alien waving back at them. That's great. So, hey, give a couple more CQs. I know you're making it up to Washington, you're making it out to Colorado, so at least somebody's got to hear you for a few more times.
Yep. All right, man. You're sounding great. Over at S9 signal. I'll get bridging into the plus 20 range, but appreciate it. Going to try one more time. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. Anybody else? Before I hang her up. Going once.
Kilo FT8 Oscar uniform Oscar.
I had an Oscar in there, then a uniform. Try again.
Kilo FT8 Oscar uniform Oscar. 8880.
Kilo Echo 8 Oscar uniform Oscar.
Roger. I just had to laugh at anybody else. I didn't even get your call.
It's Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. QSL?
Roger. Kilo 6 egg. I like it. Echo Golf Golf. Hey, when you're up, you're a beautiful signal into Ohio, man.
Interesting. I normally don't make it in Ohio and Indiana too often. Good to get you in there. You're 5'7" when you're coming in good, and probably close to a 5'1" most of the time.
I like the good audio thing. See?
I was just hanging around looking for the last 13 colonies, and I know you're not going to be on, but I don't know. I just not your last call or anybody, and like that sounds like something I would say. So that was pretty funny.
Excellent. Well, cool thing, man. Well, good to get you in the logbook. I love the profile picture of the bald eagle, especially when we got the nation's 250th anniversary coming up in just 2 days. My wife loves watching the video from the Big Bear with the little egglets getting ready to fly.
Dang it, man. He sounds like he's cool to talk to.
Hey, Jeff, you're starting to drop in my noise floor, but I got you in my logbook for the very first time. I appreciate the quick QSO and 7-3 from Southern California. Copy that 7-3. Anybody else out there? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ.
Sounds happy. That's good. Like that guy did work at the station in South Carolina. He was having a good time with it.
What kind of radio are you running?
Ooh, I have a 7610 Icom.
Sounds good, thanks.
Who's this?
We talked a little bit ago. November 7, Delta Echo November. Just want to know what she's talking about, buddy.
Oh, copy that. You came up, man. You're booming in here. S9 now.
Copy that. Thank you.
You're in Wyoming, refresh my memory?
Yeah, that's correct. Cheyenne, Wyoming. You're 20 over sometimes in Cheyenne.
Yeah, you're doing the same here. So good job, man. Appreciate the contact and got you in the logbook, sir. I think I'm going to call it a night. I got to go down upstairs and update my, my Starlink, which I was supposed to do the last 5 days, but I spaced on it. But 7-3, and appreciate the contact once again.
Yeah, see you, Greg. Thanks.
Underwear and panty? K7 UAP, you still there? Dustin, K0BF, you still there?
Absolutely, man.
Whoa, you're almost a plus 20 now.
Yeah, you're fading in now. You went all the way down to like S3, and then you're back up to 15 over. So, hey, I just posted a picture from DIA on the Discord.
Excellent. And if anybody's wondering and listening here on 270, I'm also live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Or just type in my call letters, K6EGG.
That is awesome. I saw something earlier on it, and I'm going to go
QRT from 20 meters.
73 is K0BF.
Hey, what band are you guys going to?
I'm going to
The super high frequency band of not Dish Network, but Starlink.
What? Wait, are you guys going away from radio already?
I got to get up. I got a 15-hour day tomorrow.
Too bad. Then what are you doing on the radio now?
Trying to make contacts and get fake awards.
Well, you do it every night, and you're complaining about 15 hours tomorrow. Come on now.
I don't do it every night. I've been off work for 5 days.
Yeah, whatever. No complaining. If you're on at 9 o'clock at night working people on the radio, no complaining about tomorrow.
7-3.
87 UIP.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to send these out. I'm going to show Haley that. She might get a kick out of it. It's only 1:38. So, yeah, I need to get out of here, unfortunately. Thank goodness for mute buttons. Got a couple new contacts. So I'll be uploading those to QRZ here in just a few minutes. Once again, if you're just hopping in there, don't forget to hit that like button. Much will be appreciated. That's how people find the channel. 29 likes tonight. Not bad for shooting for average. Shooting for par, I guess you could say. I am unfortunately working on Sunday night, which I thought I was going to have Sunday night off a couple weeks ago, but they have the games that I normally work on Sundays are normally at 1 o'clock or 12:10 or whatever. But this week, it's at 6:30, like normal weekday time. So unfortunately, because it's on a network or whatever, unfortunately, I will not be here for my normal live streaming on Sundays, which I'm bummed because I wanted to do every Sunday night this summer, and it's going to break my record here in July. I've done it pretty much every Sunday night since April, and not going to be able to do it, unfortunately. But and I'm also working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So my next time I'll be able to live stream is probably next Thursday at this point because I have all night games next week. But I am off next Sunday, and then the following week, like the 13th on, which is now 2 weeks away, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to take like 3 or 4 days off. I'm not working, and It's my 15th wedding anniversary. We're going somewhere. I have not told a soul. Actually, that's not true. I've told two people, but my wife doesn't know where we're going. We're not going on an airplane. I gave her that much. As far as I know, we're not going out of the country. But I'm going to disappear from everything for a couple days. I might even shut my phone off or something for the whole day. But we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate everybody watching. And most importantly, enjoy the 4th of July. Blow a lot of stuff up. Hopefully not your fingers or anybody else's fingers or anybody else's hands or arms or anything like that. Try to keep it safe. Eat a lot of good barbecue food. This is going to be a great day for our country if you're watching here in the United States. I'm really looking forward to it. 4th of July is my favorite holiday of the year. Unfortunately, I have to work most of them, but I'm going to hopefully get off at a decent time. Hoping to be home by 10 o'clock. That's the goal. It doesn't get dark really here till 9:45 or 8:45, 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. I'm getting all confused here. RT1Q, nice to see you from the other side of the planet there. Always good to see you in the chat. Anybody else in the chat, say hi before I take off. And don't forget to hit that like button if you got any other else things you want to discuss. We'll have to do it next time. But you guys all have a wonderful day. If you guys can keep the live stream going for a little bit, my wife will... My wife has never been to Ham Radio Outlet. I don't think I'm going to take her in there because I'll end up buying something. I'm pretty good about that. Anyways, if you guys can keep the Weather Channel going here for a little bit, much will be appreciated. It helps out my hours there, or watched hours. Take care, Randy, Nate, Jay, Ted, Brian, Dustin, Matt. I'm skipping some names there. Take care, everybody. And have a good night.